Hello fam.
Salama.
Hope you are doing amazing.
Welcome back to the YouTube channel.
My good name is Mama Boy. No, not boy. You people watch kuita mtoto wangu boy. Mama Boy. Boy like a baby boy.
And my name is Baba Boy.
When unafanya watu watuite Baba Boy. Anyway guys, today we are here at Komarok Modern Hospital. I think nilikuwa hata nimewaonyesha we are heading to Komarok Modern Hospital, and you know every time we visit this place we create magic out of it. You know, baby. So guys, today we are here visiting Dr. Jesse.
We are here because wadau kumekuwa na babe, nikizaa nitaongeza weight. Babe, nikinyonyesha nini zitaanguka nini,
and the drop. Unasikia from social media, mo usikunywe hii, mo
kunywa uji mingi
nini. Mo siji nini. So I was here to clear all, nimekuwa hapa to clear all that and to get the direct.
Tumekuja ku get advice because pia kuna pregnant moms wengine wenye walikuwa wametuuliza, pia watu wenye wanataka kukua pregnant ama mtu pia shazaa anataka kurecover. Pia kama wewe ni boy unaweza watch usaidie pia mama wako, si video ya madem, because pregnancy inakuangania couples, ndio? So guys, today babe, she gonna be here with a nutritionist doctor from Komarok Modern. Anaitwa Dr. Jesse, na huyu jamaa anajua what to do, what to eat, what to drink. Yani kitu yote unafaa ufanye na usifanye ukiwa pregnant. Tunamuuliza zote.
The way, sijui majani chai,
sijui majani chai naweza fanya miscarriage, sijui kukula pilipili ni mbaya ama nini. Hizo maswali zote tunataka tujibue today, and that's why guys tumefika hapa hivi Komarok
Modern Healthcare.
Ndio?
Yes guys. Itaweza hii nayo I'm very sure itaweza.
Hapa ndo tulitokea na gym kienda gender reveal, ndio? Ndio hapa guys, Komarok, ndio? Ndio that Komarok. I take you.
I think it's very wrong to imitate, but this is what I always see moms coming out looking like.
Wewe bacha tufunze food za kukula.
Anyway guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Yes, and the best, the better, the only hospital to visit. Ikue maternity, ikue any other issue, ikue dialysis, nilisikia beba kiaka hiyo kitu lazima, ikue surgery, ikue macho, dental, ikue meno, ikue masikio, ikue gynecology, ikue gyna. Come to Komarok Modern. It's a whole package. Yani this hospital is a whole package. Not only this hospital pekee, kuna branches zingine, kuna Chuka, tumekuwa Kayole, kuna Komarok. Yani place yote and you go to Komarok, you're sure not to get disappointed.
Sio siama celeb. Ni siama celeb guys. Huko hata ukiingia pale hata hakuna celebrity mmoja.
Yeah, very true. Normal people.
Ni osia kila msee, yani Mkenya wa kawaida. Kuna wasa kuja na matatu, wengine wanajidrive.
Yes, and guys they accept insurance. So usikue limited, sijui I can't visit Komarok since sina nini. They accept insurance. So come with whichever insurance uko nayo. Actually kuna ako kanini ka insurance. Tutawekea hapo. You see the insurance they take in, and they wanachukuanga variety of insurances, si moja.
Komarok Modern Healthcare provides timely and effective medical services to patients with the highest standards of professionalism from our qualified staff using the most appropriate equipment. We major in obstetrics and gynecology. Other services include inpatient and outpatient, high dependency unit, intensive care unit, maternity, child welfare clinic, CT scan, dialysis, endoscopy, and specialist clinics. Komarok Modern Healthcare, your pillars to better health.
Hello fam, uko salama, hope you are doing amazing. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My good name is Moureen Gigi, and guys, you all can see, leo nashika mic. I'm the Oh God, what are you doing?
You push for me. You push for me.
No, this is going to look awkward.
What?
Ona venye unakaa kwa footage.
Don't worry, I'm not staying long.
Anyway,
yes,
I'm there.
Hi guys. How are you guys doing? Welcome we are at location Komarok Modern Healthcare Utawala branch, sindio?
Yep.
Yes, and today guys, before we go to English, let me explain something. Leo tumekuja hapa kupatana na Dr. Jesse Davis na anataka tuweze kupiga story naye because tulikuwa tumeuliza some fans maswali za nutrition. What should a pregnant mom eat and what they should not eat to facilitate a healthy baby, sindio?
A healthy pregnancy.
Oh, a healthy pregnancy. Yeah. So Moureen will be having a conversation na doc. Ndio hizi ni vitu guys mnafaa kujua, ni vitu like ni crucial kama wewe ni pregnant mom, you want to be a mom in the future, ama maybe you have been before and you want to do better, sindio? Get the best advice from the best at Komarok Modern Healthcare, sindio?
Ndio hiyo.
You can do this?
I think I can.
Let's go, man.
But it's so weird when I'm not used to holding mics. But we can do this, sindio? So let's first of all, unajua umemsema tu. Yeah, you're not doing the proper introduction. How are you, doc?
Yeah, hi, how are you?
I'm good. Oh my god, this all looks so awkward. Hey, Mr. Shikamike, like, unaendeleaje?
I know you are struggling to hold a mic, boy. My name is Jesse Davis, the hospital clinical nutritionist. Yeah, work with Komarok fraternity. Yeah, but based here in Utawala.
Okay, so doc, today you can see my situation. I know you unadilingi sana na hizo vitu. Oh my god. You deal mostly with the pregnant moms, not only pregnant moms but everyone like, who need like nutritional guideline. So today I want us to talk more about pregnant moms because I have a group and sisi wote ni wamama and we asked different questions of should I eat this, should I not eat this, and let me start with the first question they asked me. Okay, this is mine because I'm fair. Like, have had scenarios of pineapples and dates and pawpaw. They can induce labor. Is that true or not?
Okay, that is more of a myth. Actually, what happened in pregnancy, in America, there are some food you will not take due to some other issue that might set in terms of infections and things, but it's not something that might be surrounding those pineapple or those things. Those are just myths. People believe them to be so. Even if you go on the internet, there are a lot of information there. You'll be told, oh no, don't eat pineapple, it will induce labor and things. If we were to go into the science, it's something that might be a little bit complicated. You might not be able to understand and those things, but the bottom line is that is not true.
You know, doc, I haven't eaten pineapple since I knew I was pregnant. I started eating juicy because now I'm almost there. Because I have been like, I was like, if I eat this, I'm going to induce labor, and the baby is not ready to come. So that's just a myth.
Yeah, just a myth. It's not something that you should be afraid of. Actually, there is a particular protein in pineapple which thin blood it is given to people who have problem with clot and all those things. So people believe when you take that, because it is synthesized and it is put in the medication, and that same enzymes or protein is found in pineapple. So they believe because that is in the pineapple, if you eat the pineapple, what that medication can do, it will also do because of the issue of thinning your blood. So you might bleed, and bleeding, of course, is a sign of you having miscarriage, or maybe the pregnancy will not reach time, and then you might just expel the child and think. But it's just an assumption. It's just a belief. We have never had any case of cases like that. You must see those information, but they can't point to you who did it and what happened to them. Yeah, they just assume those.
Okay, so guys, you can eat pineapple. You can eat pineapple, but okay, don't consume a lot of it.
Yeah, it's obvious. Even on a normal circumstances, you wouldn't say they be eating a 2, 3, 4 whole pineapple. Yeah, it wouldn't benefit in any way. So, but just eating a slice or two, it wouldn't do anything to you.
Okay, so you guys, meskia, you can take pineapple. Usijilimit, sijui nini nini. So the next question comes, pilipili, pepper. Pepper. I know in your in your country you call it pepper. So pepper.
Yeah, pepper.
I have a nephew, and the mom used to take a lot of pepper when she was pregnant, and the baby right now, he has a lot of spots on his back, and we assume it's because of the consumption of the a lot of that. You may hear people saying if you drink hot porridge. What? Guys, don't come at me, I'm a Kikuyu woman. if you drink hot porridge, it may cause a birthmark, like a spot, like, you know, the black parts. The baby is white, but you may find some parts are black because maybe consumption of hot porridge, drinking that nini pepper nini. Okay, tell us.
No, it's not true actually. Yeah, those are just myths. After we have dealt with this myth, I'll be able to explain to you in terms of nutritional value. Yeah, what you need to take as a pregnant woman, what is expected of you in terms of your calories intake, and what you need to do your own personal activities and all those things that will help to through your pregnancy journey that will be healthy for you and the child. There are a lot of information in the community. There are people try to traditionalize everything. Yeah, so they bring culture and tradition into science, which does not really coincide. So scientifically, as a scientist, anything you do should be evidence-based. You must be able to explain. There must be theory to support those information. There must be something that can point to what you are saying can be explained scientifically, where you have evidence, like people had done research and then they came out like this lady was pregnant, or we went in, like for example, we went to Moureen County, we saw about 10 pregnant women who was consuming a lot of pepper during their pregnancy, and we saw another 10 women in the same area that was not consuming pepper, and then after they gave birth, we saw the difference between the two group of people who consume and did not consume, and then this were the finding we came up. Those are things that we say is science is evidence-based, but there is no information of such. Those are just people believe. Those are people own assumption. So they believe that those things are the reality. Okay, she might have had the child and those spot and things might be there. It might be something that is related or genetically or something that might have into the skin, but not because she was eating the pepper. So either way, whether she ate or not, I don't think it could have been the reason why. Yeah. Okay, I'm not speculating, but it does not have any connection actually. Yes, Sandy.
So Mama Leon, stop telling Leon ni pilipili limchoma. It's not pilipili. It can be genetic. Nawambianga nyinyi watu, unajua I'm learned. I tell you people, stories are genes. You don't listen, but yeah, it can be genetic acquired, right? So I guess then the other question I would like to ask is breast milk. What right now there are moms who are breastfeeding, they're new moms, and they would like to know which foods they can consume and helps in like production of more milk.
Okay, thank you. This is a very significant question. This question is cut across the concern of every lady, especially the breastfeeding mom. The first thing we will take maybe 1 or 2 minutes to answer this question. It's a very good, I like this question. It's very significant. The first thing is breast milk is the gold standard for the child, meaning for the first 6 months exclusively you need to breastfeed because the milk has got all of the nutritional requirement for the child for that period, that window. The breast milk will improve the immunity of the child. The breast milk improve the gut or the integrity of the gut because there is something we call the probiotic. It is the milk that has a particular substance that promote the growth of the good bacteria in the gut that make the child to have a good, strong, and a healthy digestive system. It also improve the immunity. We call it the human milk oligosaccharides or the HMO. It is in breast milk and it is only found in breast milk. You can't find it in formula. You can't find it in any other thing. So the breast milk is very important for the growth and the development of the child connectively. Yeah, and it is the milk also that that will try to establish the child immunity, because what happened, the milk contains some antibodies that come from the mother, which will help to program the child against certain bacteria or germ or other substances that might invade the child as far as their immunity is concerned, so to challenge it. So that breast milk is able to be the first foundation to help that the child is able to fight against those things other as the child immune system develop. And then breast milk also has the rightful calories, and then it make the child to develop well. It makes the child not to be at risk of developing any other complication in the future. So breast milk is very, very important. It's something that we cannot overemphasize, neither can we underestimate it. So the breast milk is something that we must be able to commit every mother as a responsibility to make sure you do breastfeed your child, because most mothers have the myth that if you breastfeed, your boob is going to drop, your husband will not be interested in you because you will start having flat breasts and things. It's not true. In fact, breastfeeding will even protect your breast in terms of being exposed to having breast cancer in the future. So breastfeeding is very, very important. And then also breastfeeding is a way of bonding between you and the child, and then you are also going to make the child to be very productive in their future, especially academically and things. So all those foundations start from breast milk. So for you, the mother breastfeeding, what can you do to have more milk being produced? What can you do? What are the activities? Breastfeeding is not something that people were born with, like you were born knowing how to breastfeed. Is something that you have to learn. So you learn by observing. So no lady should feel guilty because he or she is a first-time mom and you are learning how to breastfeed, and then you feel like you will be told, you are a woman, you have a child, why are you not breastfeeding, or you don't know how to breastfeed. It's not something that you are born with knowing. It's something you learn by observation. So every lady should be walked through, should be guided in the process. They should initiate the breastfeeding, teach them how to position their kids and all those things. All those things will help for the mother to be able to develop confidence, and then she will be mentally strong, and all those things help to improve her milk supply. And then there are activities she can engage in, or simple things like having a breast pump where you are able to engage in breast expression, because if you do that breast compression, like expressing, massaging your breast, can also help to improve your milk supply. And then when it comes to the issue of feeding the child, after you express your breast milk, you don't need to use the bottle, because the bottle also can become a means of infecting the child. Infection, you expose the child to infection. So because cleaning, the lid of the jar, those specifier, you might not be too clinical in cleaning, so you expose the child to infection. And then again, you might make the child to lose their suckling reflex. Yes, because if you look at the opening of the bottle, it's much wider than that of the neighbor. So the child get used to the free flow of the milk from the bottle as compared to that of the breast, because the nipple is not as compared to that of the pacifier of the bottle. So they will tend refusing the breast of the mother, and then they will want to from the bottle. So it becomes a challenge for most mothers. That's why they always says, since I started giving bottle to the child, my baby have refused the breastfeeding. And then this issue of people taking a lot of porridge to produce a lot of milk, that is also a myth. It's not true. There is no science that support that. Okay, what happened is under normal circumstances, when you take warm fluid, it has the propensity of initiating oxytocins and prolactin. So something that anything that is warm, so even if it is warm water, before you breastfeed, at least a glass of warm water. So that's where most of the people have that belief, like if you take warm uji, not because it is uji, the reason is because it's warm. So if it is a warm chocolate, drinking chocolate, or anything that is warm, it has that propensity of initiating milk production. So and again, it becomes also psychological. So people don't need to, if you take a lot of uji because you believe you're going to produce a lot of breast milk, definitely one thing will change is you're going to add a lot of weight. And then you will start saying you have baby fat, and then you expect people to understand that you are breastfeeding, so you must add weight. It's because the uji or the porridge is a carbohydrate, and then again it will make you to add a lot Yeah, a lot of ways. So those are just some pocket of myth that people believe. Taking a lot of bone soup and all those things, yeah, it's because they are warm fluid. They're going to help you. It is true that when you are breastfeeding, your fluid intake or the demand might increase, but you don't just do it unnecessarily. You listen to your body, and then you take fluid as your body will require. Because again, if you overtake the fluid because you were told to take a lot of fluid to produce breast milk, you will end up becoming overhydrated, and then you start urinating a lot. Then your because the blood is the raw material that your body uses to produce milk. So by the time your kidneys start working to balance your pressure, because there are a lot of fluid in your system, then of course it's going to shut down anything that uses the fluid, so that it clear the system of that fluid, so that it become balanced. And then you finally, you are taking a lot of porridge, a lot of bone soup, you are not producing breast milk. That's why most of the people will take those things, yet they say they cry, they don't have breast milk.
I hope umelewa, because honestly that's a lot of story. That's not story per se, but it's a lot of information, and it's the usually, by the way, women, as we tend to like give birth, tunaongezeanga weight. It's just because we have that mentality, oh, I must take a lot of uji so that mtoi anaweza pata maziwa. But it's the fact that you're taking warm. When you take it warm, you produce oxytocin, right?
Yeah.
And that's the hormone that helps in the production of milk. Hey, I'm learned, you people. So let me come to this. There are moms who usually pump and store it in fridge. What can you advise such moms?
Yeah, by the way, it's advisable. It's one of the way you can actually initiate exclusive breastfeeding when you are returning to work. Like, because that breastfeeding act and policy, like most of the employer, they have been instructed by the ministry to at least minimum 3 months maternity leave before those that are maternal mother can return back to work. So within that window, that period of window where you will be at home breastfeeding, you can keep the milk in the breast storage container, and you can put it in the freezer. If it freezes to ice, it can be there for up to even 1 year. Yeah.
Wow. And what about, according to me, I know breastfeeding is the way to go. Like, my child should directly take the milk from my breast. Now I'm introducing him to fridge. Okay, like stored fridge in a fridge.
Frozen breast milk.
Yeah. What are the disadvantages? Because there must be a disadvantage.
Okay. Before we come to the disadvantage, it's also good for you to know that it's not something that you should be afraid of. It is very harmless. It don't unless you have issues of a power block out. Those are some of the disadvantages where you found out like it has defroze, like, yeah, it is it become frozen, and then you defreeze it. Yeah. So the defrozen breast milk, when it is in the fridge and then you don't have a power, maybe for a day or two, sometimes the content might become contaminated. Yeah. And then again, when you remove it and then when you open, you can't return. Yeah, those are the little pocket of disadvantage. But with Kenya, Kenya is one of the nations in Africa where they have complete stability of electricity. So it's not something that you should be afraid of, because I have never seen, or in Kenya, maybe it's rare, there are pockets of situation which is happening, but like on the general scale, to see Kenya Power will take away the electrical power for like 2-3 days, and then you see there's no power. I have not really seen that consistency. So it's something that might happen, but it's so rare. So you don't need to be afraid of anything. So once the milk freezes to ice, it can be there for up to a year. And when you remove it, you can create a pattern: fresh in, fresh out. So it means whenever you express the breast milk on that container of the breast milk, you have to write the amount you have expressed, the date of expression, so that when you put in the fridge, when you want to remove, it is the fresh one you remove. So that when you don't remove the one you have just put, you remove the older one that you have placed. And when you remove it, you don't need to use a microwave. You just boil water, put it in the container, and then the sachets of the milk, you immerse it in the warm water for like 15-20 minutes. It deep freeze, and then you find out it becomes warm at room temperature, and you don't need to put it in the pot to boil or to cook. No, it's not necessary. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, doctor. And
May I have question? May I have question? So, so many women after giving birth, they are having this problem of gaining back their shape, gaining back the maybe losing the baby fat and stuff, because it happens normally for those who give birth through the normal one, not through the CS. So maybe what are the advice in terms of nutrition? What should someone eat? What should someone avoid in terms of maybe want to add or reduce weight after giving birth?
Okay, yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, okay, women are by nature they are very concerned, so conscious about their shape. They want to always be in good shape. So after pregnancy, you have given birth, what next in terms of the shape of your body, or what happened, like what I told you, because most of the pressure that these women receive from the family members, their relatives, maybe from the in-law side, in terms of producing breast milk, making sure that the child is having enough breast milk. So they bring all of those myths, like eat a lot of food so that you produce breast milk, take a lot of porridge, you can produce a lot of breast milk. Those are carbohydrates. It make the body to accumulate a lot of fat, and also be informed that women have more fat or fat mass than muscle mass. Men have more muscles than fat. That's why you find out, like they will tell you that men, their HB is much higher than that of women because of the muscles. You need to have oxygen supply through the blood supply because of those muscles. So you find out like women have more fat. So anything you eat that will support the accumulation of fat or the production of fat will make you to add a lot of weight. And one of them is carbohydrate. So eating a lot of high portion of milk because you are told that you eat a lot of food to have energy to breastfeed, yeah, is good, but there is a control. Yeah, you must be able to control your portions, your serving. Make sure you eat varieties of food. You are not just only eating ugali, and then your portion size should be controlled. Yeah, make sure, like for example, in the morning you should diversify your breakfast. Not only bread, or not only uji, or you're only taking chapati. No, like today, if you took matoke, yeah, it should be something just a controllable amount. Controllable amount could be maybe when you boil the matoke, you see the way it's looking, maybe 3. Yeah, there 2 to 3 is okay, because that would not be the only food you will eat. After that, maybe you are going to snack on the porridge, maybe half a cup, and then you have 1 or 2 fruits. Yeah, in terms of what you have available, and then your lunchtime, you don't need to eat a mountain size of a ugali, something like the size of your fist or the size of your fist and a half with your vegetable. Always make sure you have all the portions. Yeah, eating meat, you don't need to eat a whole kg of meat. Just control the amount of food that you are taking. So you find out like, yeah, and when you also breastfeed exclusively, it helps to break down your fat. It increases the metabolism of fat. And these are some of the benefits of breastfeeding exclusively. It also helps to maintain and control your weight. Yeah.
That's really nice, and that's new. And
I want to ask something else. Yes, because we have to represent the people out there. So, Doc, there's this question now. Someone is watching this and they want to know what are tips for someone now who has just found out they are pregnant. They are starting this journey. What are the type of the food they should eat, and which other ones do they avoid? Because you get some people, maybe they be told don't drink soda. Others you are told tea leaves can cause miscarriage. Like yes, what I'm pregnant. Let's say for example I'm pregnant. What do I eat to make sure my baby is healthy, and what should I avoid?
you're pregnant. You are.
No, okay. Actually, what he said is he's trying to represent all the mothers there. So it's a very good question that he has asked. I think that is the reason why we are here, so that people are able to look at their nutritional journey. Okay. Mostly, I'm not aware of the European. I can't talk about them, but I'm in Africa. I'm African, and we are all African. But there is this. There is not supported by research. It's my own opinion and assumption. But I think there will be some little fat there. You find that most of the ladies that are pregnant in Africa, they did not plan for their pregnancy. You just found out you are not doing well in the morning. One morning, and this headache and the way I'm feeling very weak and I'm vomiting like this, and then you went to the hospital, you were told, congratulations, you are pregnant for 3 months, and you are like, what? Yeah, you see, so what I'm trying to say is it's good for us to have those kind of a plan, because what he said, during the first trimester of your pregnancy, you don't need to change your dietary practice as far as quantity and things are concerned. You're supposed to eat like normally, like any other normal person. But before then, you're supposed to at least take what we call some supplements, especially the folic acid, because it is very important for the development of the something we call the notochord cord of the spinal cord, where it has to be developed to help the spinal cord to be encased within the vertebral column, so that cord is closed, so that it's not exposed. That's why when you are pregnant in your first trimester, they will give you those supplements, because when a lady gets pregnant in the first 3 weeks, that structure has to close, and it is highly neurologically potent in terms of any complication that come from that child might have some neurological disturbance. So in that first 3 weeks of your pregnancy is very important, and most people in that window, they are not even aware that they are pregnant. You see, that's where the danger comes. That's why you see most of the some little percentage will always have that issue with something called spinal bifida, where the spinal cord from the back of the child is protruding because it was not well enclosed. So it's because of the lack of that folic acid. So when you are aware and you know that you are in the relationship and you know you can get pregnant anytime, start planning for that anytime you will get pregnant for, by watching your diet in terms of eating healthy, not taking soda. Like what he says, soda is not it doesn't have a problem in terms of taking, but too much of it can also expose you to other conditions, like making you to have a lot of high blood sugar, and then you produce a lot of insulin, expose you to diabetes, even obesity, making you to be big and all those things. So when you are pregnant, those are the things that you wouldn't want to be taking, because it also contains caffeine, which is not also good. They can cross the placenta, and those things can bring challenges to the fetus as well. And then secondly, you also have to, in your first trimester, mean that you're supposed to avoid liver, because liver is not good for pregnant women, especially in their first trimester, because it increases the risk of the lady having what we call vitamin A toxicity, which might also expose you to a risk of maybe having a miscarriage or having birth defect, because of the way in which it interfere with the developing fetus. So in that first trimester, it's not good to have a lot of liver.
Liver.
Yeah, liver. Yeah, because I know most of the doctors or gynecologists were advised to do liver because of the DAMU and especially the iron level. But it is advisable that liver should not be given during the first. So those are things that you can do. But with the exception of that, you can also your fruits, your balance diet in terms of carbohydrate should be there. Your vegetables should be there. Varieties, the locally available ones. All types of starches you have to take, including bread. Potato, be a sweet potato, Irish potato, but you take them in a control amount, which is very, very, very important. And also another thing is for those that live in coast, like those along the coastal region, like in Mombasa, or people that live in country where you find that the beaches are everywhere and they are eating a lot of seafood. There are some fish which has mercury. So because of exposing a pregnant woman, they are highly at risk of mercury poisoning, which can also lead to complication in pregnancy. So they should avoid those high fatty fish, like those salmon fish, mackerels, those or shark and those kind of fish, because of the issue of mercury.
Okay, Doc, kuna place you have touched about diabetic. Let's talk about gestational diabetic. In what, like, personally at 20 weeks, was it at 20 weeks? I went for that test, and the doctor told me that I should go back after 36 weeks for the checkup. So for those women finding out that they are losing their pregnancy because of, what can you advise them? What type of food they should take? Or is it genetic? Is it hereditary? you can at least advise them.
Yeah, okay. What happened? There are a lot of factors that influence the issues of gestational diabetes, or some of the factors is what was your weight before you got pregnant. Yeah, that's why we as a human being, especially the ladies, even including the men, when you reach those reproductive age, and yeah, in your early 20s or even in your teen age from 18, 19, and then it's good for us to be so physical, the active be involving and those things, so that you are able to always have healthy weight, regardless of you of being pregnant or not. So those are the record that they are able to look at to know what was your weight before getting pregnant. And then again, in your family, is there anyone that have diabetes, or were you diabetes before you got pregnant? So what is your risk factor of developing diabetes before your pregnancy? Now, there are other people, when they get pregnant, they find out like they accumulate a lot of fats, yeah, especially for those who have those who are genetically predisposed to obesity, like you are from a family, like everyone is obese, and that genetic or link is there. Yeah, these are people that you're supposed to also control your calories intake. That's where you need to meet a nutritionist, so that we are able to individualize your dietary pattern and the practices that you are going to be engaged as far as your food consumptions are concerned. That's where we'll be able to tell you, those craving like soda, if you are craving too much of food that has high calories but no nutritional value, like chips, pizza, or hot dog, cakes, the Montel, Lucozade, all those things, they have a lot of high calories but they don't have any nutritional value. Yeah, food that have high level of sodium and all those things, because what happens is when you become pregnant again, when you find out you start having insulin resistance, there's a hormone called the placenta hormones, which is responsible for the circulation of glucose into the maternal circulation, from there to enter into the fetal circulation, so that glucose is supplied to the child. But then if that hormone becomes a lot, it increases the circulation of that glucose. So that circulation that have increased, when they test your blood sugar, your sugar will be high, because it is the reason it is increasing is so that it can also take the sugar to the child. So that's why you find out like the child will end up becoming big, 4.5, 4.8, 4.6, yeah, even 5.2, 5.3, and then they will tell you it is the doctor will say macrosomal birth, meaning child that is born or more above the normal range of the birth weight, you see, because of the accumulation of the glucose. So once you are not controlling, if you are predisposed and you are not aware and you are not controlling your dietary practice, definitely you are going to have those challenges. Yeah.
So wamama wenzangu, umesikia, don't just eat anything because inakuliwa. Don't just take anything just because. Just angalieni chakula iko na maana kwa mwili. Don't just take vitu just for the sake of kukula. You might risk maisha ya mtoi wako, not only you but also your child. So check on that. The last question, maybe you have touched on how cravings. Doc, you might find like, yes, before I got pregnant, I used to eat almost everything. Now I'm pregnant, I'm choosy. I can't eat red meat. Personally, I can't even tolerate red meat. And okay. Oh, sorry. Nindage ilikuwa inapita hapo juu, but anyway, I can't tolerate red meat, and I'm having cravings of personally I'm having cravings of githeri. Okay. What causes that? What causes, like, a pregnant mom can choose, I want to eat this. If I eat this, I'm going to vomit. If I don't eat this, like, my day is not going to be like a complete day. Can you just tell us out there what causes all that?
Yeah, okay. In Swahili, you say it's the pregnancy manenos.
Very true.
Yeah, pregnancy management, but those things are expected. Yeah, it's because of hormonal changes, especially the hormone imbalances that occur in pregnancy. A lot of things that's happening in the body when you are pregnant, because the body has to be prepared to receive the fetus, so that the child will develop in an environment that's suited. So those hormones have to be released, and those things come with disadvantages. And these disadvantages is where it will make you. It depends on the way that hormone is going to express itself. So that expressions of the hormone will make you to have a change of certain attitude in terms of your response to the environment, in terms of the way you even relate to people. Yeah, like you even have mood swing, you have changes in attitude, in activities, even in food. Your preference for food will change, and all those things will happen. It's expected, but what happens is in as much as these things happen, that's where now you have to come to the dietitian or the nutritionist to be able to now look at your own challenges, because it varies. I can't tell you now when you are pregnant you have this issue, do this and this. It's not everyone. So you find out like people are pregnant and they even eat later everything, they don't have a problem. Other will be, and they will hit almost everything, and they don't even eating will not be the loss of appetite. Those are associated or challenges with what or hormone imbalances. So depends on your challenge, we are able to advise you. For example, if you hate certain fruits, we will just look for alternative for you to take. If you are someone who vomit a lot, we call that or hyperemesis gravidarum, like you are vomiting a lot in pregnancy, then we will now try to just give you just a few tips, like don't smell food before you eat. When you are eating, don't be drinking, don't eat a lot of fatty food. Yeah, don't eat food that are too spicy. Yeah, and so on. So we'll be able to narrow it down to your preference and what making you to vomit and all those things. So we give you according to what is your challenge. Yeah, so those things, they are expected. It's not something that should worry you. When you find like you don't want to take meat, you can just change to fish. If you don't want to eat fish, you can change to chicken. If you don't want chicken, because these things are good because of the protein, the B vitamins, especially vitamin B12, because you don't get B12 from plants, you get them from animals, an animal or product. So what we can tell you is there a way that we can change the way in which they are prepared to see whether you'll be able, if you can't take a fry, can you take a boil? If you cannot take a boil or fry, can we grill it in this? So we change the processing format so that you will still have an opportunity to consume it. So we can't just agree with everything you say. We have to look for alternative way of preparation, way of processing, so that you will be able to eat that identical food.
Thank you so much, Doc. Hey, that was so educative. Nyinyi kama you haven't heard, mi nimesoma, it's very good to breastfeed. Usiseme sijui hapo sijui boobs zitashuka sijui nini. Take care of your child first, and then the other things will come later. Don't usichukue vitu mingi just because you are being told or umesikia from the village, take this, it will help in the production of milk. No, just it is very good by there to have a nutritionist with you in pre and postnatal. Is that those are the terms, right? Yeah, it's very nice. It's very good to have a nutritionist so that they can guide you on what to take and what not to take, and the right amount to take it. So guys, yes, if kama nimesahau your question, and if you have a burning question, Dr. Jesse is here at Komarok Modern. You can always pay him a visit and umulize hizo maswali zote, because maybe naweza kuwa sijaguzia zingine za mwingine, but whatever nimeguzia, I guess it's the major, and whatever most of the moms are asking here, ndizo nimeuliza zote, and I'm hoping zimekupata vizuri. Yes, if you want to get Dr. Jesse, Komarok Modern Healthcare, it is the pillars to your better health. Thank you so much, Doc, for your time. Nimeshukuru sana. Thank you guys. That is it from me and my family. Interview yetu na familia. Imekuwa poa, imekuwa fiti. Peace. Bye guys. Okay, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Bye.